3, 2, 1. Starting transmission.
One sec.
Hello and welcome to episode 91 of the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. Are we popular yet?
Hi, Cupcake.
Kiki.
Holy fuck, that's loud.
I'm sorry.
Not you, my end.
Oh.
Probably.
Like, I didn't think I turned anything up.
There you go. Okay.
There's
Now you're not blowing out my eardrum.
there's a really weird, surreal moment when you're talking to your conservative Republican friend, lady friend, who's trying to get pregnant and complaining about the fact that nothing's covered. I'm going, isn't it great how the rewrite's not going to cover it either? It's like, yeah, don't remind me.
No, maybe remind you so you don't vote for Republicans who want to do shit like that.
She wants to have kids and none of that shit's covered because fuck women.
Yeah, you're gonna have to buy like a fucking secondary insurance if you have a uterus. Oh.
Insurance, they're outlawing insurance. No more insurance. Pay full price, goddammit.
Yep. No more of that Planned Parenthood bullshit.
No, none of that. Can't have that.
We want you poor and in the dirt.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best way to control you.
Now, if you can't stop having kids, well, sucks to be you. And if you can't have kids, still sucks to be you.
Mm-hmm. Can't have kids? You're not even a real person.
What's your value as a thing? You're basically broken.
Oh, we just want to make sure marriage is between consenting adults who can have offspring. Well, what about those women who can't have babies?
Yeah. They're not human, actually.
It's like some trans couples can have babies, too.
Yeah, it just depends.
And sperm banks exist, and so do egg banks. Try hard enough, and any couple could probably figure out how to have a baby.
Mm-hmm.
With at least one member's genetic code.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, like, well, both people have to be involved. Surrogate mother? Shut up.
Or, I'm sorry, do stepkids no longer matter? Or half kids? Well, all my siblings are fucking half siblings.
Well, see, at one point they were between two consenting adults of the opposite sex. It really does bring up the thought process of trans parents. Like, I mean, like, not to get into like the legal mumbo jumbo, but let's say vice versa. It doesn't matter either side. You know, you produce a kid, but you know, something happens and now you're opposite gender or you identify as opposite gender, and it's like, so how are you gonna deal with that?
Well, like, there are already plenty of parents that do.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, when the Republicans are like, well, it has to be...
Oh, from a legal sense.
They're like, it has to be from opposing genders, but it's like, this person was born with the innards, I'll go with the lady that transitions to a man. Like, they still have the innards to do it, so they do. But they identify as... Unless
they've had a hysterectomy.
Yeah, I'm saying, like, the ones that didn't. Like,
yeah.
It occasionally comes up where somebody's made the transition, but they just left the stuff in place because, fuck it.
Mm-hmm.
Why get rid of...
Well, especially if there's no coverage to get that stuff removed at all, then yeah, it's going to be there.
And some people think, hell, you know what? I want kids later. It's not an impossible thought.
No.
I'm saying it's... I don't know if it's common or not, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it comes up every once in a while, and they're like, well, that's the exception to the rule. Is it? Is there an exception to the rule?
Yeah. Your rule sucks.
Like, when that can be an exception, like, you didn't consider that, like...
It's because they didn't really consider outside of their own personal norm.
Yeah, and it is very... It's a unicorn moment. Like I always say, people are like, oh my god, they're everywhere, and they're taking over the world. I'm like, how often do you even meet these people? Like,
they're It's a minority.
Yeah.
Minority means less amount, not less worth, less amount.
No, I just meant like plausibility of like they're everywhere, they're taking over the world. I'm like, are you like purposely looking for them? Because I've been alive for it'll be 30 years in a week, and I've met maybe a half dozen people that were either making the transition or had that I was aware of. Because I won't even say like the amount of people I've met who probably have and just like right over my head. But it's like I don't even notice half the time, nor do I really honestly care. Like everybody gets all up in arms about the bathroom issue. I'm just like, I don't really care.
You're all doing stuff in stalls. Who the fuck cares?
That's what always confuses me. They're like, wow, we can't have men going in the women's bathroom. I'm like, is it really that big of a deal?
But besides, people who want to do, illegal things are still gonna do it.
Yeah. No, I just mean like, you know what I'm saying?
You're not protecting anyone.
Like one of my buddies referenced like a girl standing in the men's bathroom waiting for her boyfriend, and I'm like, well, that's just weird. Like that's inconsiderate in general.
I've done that before, not as the girlfriend, but as the friend. But that's more of a because they're having an issue.
Yeah. He was making reference to a lady who was like waiting for a boyfriend, like sitting on the phone. I'm like,
she could have waited outside unless he needed her for something. But
yeah,
at the same time,
the whole story. It was like, okay.
At the same time, it's a bathroom. Your one's at home or unisex. Why does it matter now that you're out in public?
I'm gonna be dead honest. Men are really weird about pissing. Like it's really, really weird. Like,
well, don't you have like weird rules that everybody knows?
Yeah, there's
like how close you can be in a stall or in a urinal.
Yeah, everybody, if you actually positively have to, you go shoulder to shoulder. But if you can help it, everybody's one off of each other. You space out.
Well, that's socialization against any sort of connection between males that have to do with penises.
And let's not even talk about the trough urinals. That's just wrong. Bunch of dudes kissing.
Yeah, as someone who's never had a penis, what is the rule there? Do you just go up, or do you have to make room, or do you aim for the ice?
It's only ice. Yeah, shut up. I've only run into it twice, and both of the times we're at sporting events, and it's just really weird when there's like 20 guys shoulder to shoulder all taking a piss. It's like, man, try not to splash on each other. But I mean, most of the time you just kind of spread out, so there's like one person gap between you, and that has more to do with not pissing on each other, which I know sounds crazy, but there's a lot of backsplash.
Well, as a lady with lady parts, that sounds wrong, I realize now. Anyway, as someone with, where our holes are separate,
yeah,
I have with, I want to say 3 other girls just taken over a stall and taken turns because there's just such a line.
Oof.
That's how little I give a shit about what's happening around me when I have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't close the door at home.
I don't either. I mean, at home it's like you don't have to worry about anybody else. Just go in, do your business, and leave. I
close the stall door when I'm out as a convenience for others, people, so they know I'm using it. Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, exactly.
But no, that's one of those socialization thingies that we've been brought up with.
It's a social function, not a natural function.
Where girls usually only actually get to be themselves in the bathroom, guys have to be protected and make sure no one else is going to suddenly grab at their dick.
It's not even, like, I've never felt like it was grabbing my dick. Like, I'm not worried about that. Like, somebody grab, like, I've had straight male friends grab my dick, which I think is fucking hilarious. Like, it's some fucking grab-ass thing, like, who's the biggest man that doesn't freak out when he gets his dick grabbed by his buddy? And I'm just like, the last time it happened, I just, like, looked at my other friend and I'm like, yes, and? well, it's bigger than I
So,
expected. I'm like, thank you. Now can you get your
So-
hand off my junk? Not because
So it's
not because I'm grossed out by the fact that you're grabbing my dick, but just because it's uncomfortable. You're squeezing kind of hard.
ow.
Cup the balls, Cupcake. Cup the balls. Having another dude just like pluck the peaches. Having had it happen, and not in a physically aggressive sense, but in the grab ass like bunch of like jocks kind of thing. It's like, yeah, you like what you're feeling up because not doing anything for me. You're no fun, Cupcake. You don't respond the way we want you to. I'm like, you're the one grabbing my balls. You explain to me what the premise was of this whole exercise. What did you want me to do? Scream like a girl? Like, my homophobia is so low that literally you grabbing my private parts doesn't even upset me. I swam for 10 years. I've seen enough of my own and other males' genitalia that there's nothing you can do short of blowing me by surprise that would make me go, what the fuck is wrong with you? Yes, I know that's an extreme example. I'm sorry. That's really the only thing that would make me go, what the fuck? Not even be upset, just be like, okay. It's one of those, like, I guess a blowjob's a blowjob, whatever.
Pretty much.
I wouldn't be looking for it, but it was like, like one of my buddies was making jokes about that. He's like, what would upset you? I'm like, it's not upset. It would just be like waking up with some dude wrapped around my junk, like, okay. You. Why? Huh? Drunk? High? Or just because you enjoy it? I don't know. I was just like,
Whatever.
Like, that's how low my, homophobia, whatever you want to call it, is, of, where I'm freaked out by sexual acts by not the opposite, but by someone of the same gender on the opposite side of interactions. Like, okay, which is a really weird thing to say, in all honesty, but it's a reality. It's sort of like, okay, dude named Cupcake. I mean, I guess it's not that surprising. Also, the number of people that think I'm a woman is hilarious.
Think you're a
Not
woman?
person, but with a nickname like Cupcake, they just assume I must be a woman.
Oh. No, you're Cupcake.
Yeah. And I think it's awesome. Like, I fucking owned up to it. And it's like, but they don't have been like, so how old are you? I'm like, 29. They're like, Sagittarius? I'm like, I don't know where this is going, but no. Then it's like, it's always online. It's like, you get in a voice chat and they're like, so Cupcake, what do you do for fun? Oh, nothing. Wait, you're a dude? What do you think I was? A girl. Why would I be a girl? Your name is Cupcake. So just because I'm named Cupcake, you assume I'm a girl? I'm a girl!
Confectionery is woman's work.
Yes. No man has ever been a pastry chef. Never. Except for
unless he's on TV.
All the time.
If they're on TV or make shit tons of money, then it's suddenly okay.
It's actually a male-dominated profession.
Yes.
Like, in all actuality,
many professions,
it's a male-dominated
but yeah,
profession.
Well, the cooking world in general is still mostly male-dominated.
People are like, men bake, pretty much dominantly.
Hang on, there's a cat yelling.
Meow! Meow! Going, feed me! Feed me, you asshole! Feed me!
Can I help you? Get her out. boy, do you miss me? Do you miss me, big boy?
That cat has gotten
Oh,
big.
Fam,
Damn.
did you miss me? Oh, where'd my headphone go? Oop, I unplugged. Oopsie doodle. Okay, I'm back.
I guess at some point I forgot how long you've had those cats. Holy moly.
They were born last year. Yeah. On Mother's Day.
They're almost a year.
Yeah.
Getting there.
What, was Phantom just bigger than you remember?
I haven't actually seen them like up close in a long time. I've seen them moving around in the background, but like it him on your shoulder. I was like, damn, that's a big cat.
His brother's bigger.
Is that the white one?
Yeah, Ghost is much bigger.
Not that shocking, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Right now, you're just never gonna be happy, are you?
Nope.
Phantom. He just hates a closed door, except for when he wants it closed.
Oh, I gotcha.
Like, okay, it's bedtime. Why is the door open? I linked you.
Oh, sorry, you linked me something.
Totally making a fucking left turn on the topic we were talking about.
Oh no, yeah, I'm sorry. I was like.
Oh, and South Dakota sucks.
What? Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's.
South Dakota can rot.
Wow. Oh, it's an all-female cast. I just got that.
A lot of them have been doing that lately.
Yeah. I mean,
or is it?
Technically, Inuyasha's supposed to be kind of a pretty boy, so it's not really that shot. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw the red, and I thought Kikyo was Inuyasha, and I was like, oh.
No, I was gonna say I thought I saw at least one dude down.
Inuyasha is played by a dude. Golden Bomber member Yutaka Kian.
Yeah.
I just saw the red and thought it was like human Inuyasha, and I was like, oh, that's a thing.
Inuyasha is probably something that would be good as a stage play, especially if you pull out all the fucking fluff.
Oh yeah. If they ever do like an Inuyasha Kai, dude, that show would be like 2 seasons long. Just so much if it was just like, blah.
And then the thing happened, and the stuff, and the thing, and the stuff. Oh, okay, we're back at the plot now. I'm not sure if we wanted to spend this podcast talking about our terrible, terrible, terrible politics.
I try to avoid it, but it still comes back every time.
Oh, I mean, here, let me open up my mini links.
I mean, I've been playing some Zelda. Not as much as my friends have been playing, but I did finally beat the first boss. It only took me a week.
Well, you have one of those job things.
They do too, but apparently the fact that I have a house is just like raping me for time. Sorry, that's not a good term to use, but
is stealing your time because you have to do things for it, like garage door thingies.
Oh god, don't remind me. Ugh.
So let's see. Out of the articles I saved for this week, there's a shit ton of stuff about the Obamacare repeal and how it's essentially going to suck for women.
What a shock.
The nude photo scandal that happened as part of the U.S. military.
Right.
Apparently it's bigger than just the Marines did it. The guy who was the big proponent of, or the big creator of No Longer Gay Therapy died, so yay. Justin Bieber imposter has 931 child sex related charges against him. Because apparently he had a lot of youngins send him nudies pretending to be Justin Bieber.
Damn.
And then goes to the shell. Because we had talked about that earlier, and the whole bullshit thereof of the live action movie. And how now it's a revenge story?
I guess that's what they were saying. I'm not shocked. This fuck no American writer can seem to get it right. What confuses me more is that theoretically there's a Japanese actress that plays her before the accident. I'm like,
why couldn't she just keep playing her then?
Yeah.
Or I don't know, hire a different Japanese actress for the other part of her.
Well, the whole thing is like
you clearly know some Japanese actresses.
There's any number of Japanese actresses, and why is like they went multicultural? Like they had like a multicultural cast, but just not her.
Yeah, why blind cast some other roles and then your lead whitewash?
Because Tokusa is played by a Japanese guy. Aramaki is a Japanese guy. Bato was played by I think a Polish actor. He's white, but you know what I'm saying, like not American. I can't think of his name right now. The bearded dude.
I've seen him in other stuff, but I can't remember it. What the fuck is his name?
I can't think of the information officer is a black guy, which is in the traditional story. He's a middle-aged like Japanese dude. I'm not complaining about. It's like what?
It sounds a lot like, hey, we have this idea that's a little similar to this other idea that already exists, so let's just buy that other idea that already exists and then go ahead and do whatever we want with it.
They mixed like so many like things. Ishikawa is a black guy. Let's see. Saito is a Japanese guy. Oh my god, they have Kyuse in this, which is I think is the leader of the individual 11. Hayo Kyuse.
Yes?
The fake laughing man. Oh, he's the fake laughing man from the first season. Wait, what?
Oh.
They introduced the laughing man?
Aren't they going the Puppet Master?
That's what I thought too. Wait,
I
what?
thought they were pulling from the first one. From the movie, that is.
I'm so confused by this. Hadio Kyuse. Who I thought was the dude. I thought he was the dude from the second season. The guy that had the custom-made prosthetic face. That he is, yeah. Hadio Kyuse. He's the leader of the individual 11. He has the face that was so perfectly sculpted that he has no movement. So when he talks, his mouth doesn't open. He's a character in the movie. What?
What does that have? Okay, now I'm really confused.
He's a character in the movie.
Are they trying to set up a second film?
They must be.
Because I hope that doesn't happen.
Shinhan is Togusa. Oh, I'm sorry. The gentleman who plays Bato is Danish.
That's still a white guy, but
yeah. Well, surprisingly, there's no. They've got Saito, they got Ishikawa, they got Bato Togusa, the Major, Arumaki, but the other guys, I can't think of the big bald guy, and forgot I was in the chat room. So they could hear me talking. I was like, whoops, sorry guys. Now I can't think. God, I'm so sorry. It's been so long since I watched the show.
It's fine.
There's the ancillary members. I can't ever think of their names. Characters. There we go. Okay.
Kuze Bato Torod, Ishikawa Saito. What?
Oh, Forma Pazu, Azuma. And Azuma's in the second season. So Forma and Pazu apparently aren't in it. They did, which is okay because they're like ancillary members. But it's like kind of shocking that they didn't make it in.
This movie is just confusing and infuriating.
Oh god damn it! I pulled your thing below the line. Now I can't pull it back up again. Ah, that's smart. There must be a way to maximize it.
Ah, hi Phantom.
There we go. All right, that's
Hello.
That's it.
Please don't eat my mashed potatoes.
Delicious mashed potatoes. But yeah, it's just kind of like all over the place. I don't. I shouldn't have a chance to watch it, but it's just like the more I hear about it, I'm just like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
Yeah, I am hoping that this does not do well.
I don't think it's going to. The reviews coming in are already kind of like, yeesh.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that they're mixing all the different universes together just kind of weirds me out.
Mm-hmm. It feels like somebody took a synopsis of it as a whole and went, yeah, let's use this, and just took the synopsis and wrote a script. And are probably missing very key important parts, which is why she gets to be an adult before she has to go all cyber body.
Yeah, like that's a big defining feature of her character is that she's the first what do you call it, protonatal full body user.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of her important character points are A, about what it means to be a human in general, but B, talking about how she would accidentally break her toys when she was younger, when she was still learning how to essentially not be an organic person. And, you know, the idea of consciousness and self, and I feel like that's going to be heavily dumbed down based on what I've seen from the trailers.
Yeah. Well, she's a grown adult before it happens, so like all her unique character. But there's tons of adults who've been told prosthetic. Like that's not a unique thing in that world, at least in the manga.
No. That, and you could use other characters to talk about this, because they all have different variations of how organic to non-organic they are.
Yeah.
It's kind of like how you would have a scale in Shadowrun.
Like it,
but yeah,
are only kind of augmented. Like Bato and his eyes are it. Like I think it's his eyes and one of his arms is prosthetic.
Yeah, it's the arm that gets blown up at the end of the first movie.
Yeah.
Which I want to say is his right arm.
Yeah, it's his dominant arm.
He's a soldier who's been augmented.
Yeah, he was augmented post facto from war wounds.
Yeah,
well, the eyes,
and a lot of other ones have like.
Hmm?
Some of the other ones have very minimal just to work with other augmented people.
Yeah.
Like, it's still not something that everybody does to such a degree that the major has, because she didn't really have much of a choice. She's grown up with this. This isn't I didn't have much of a choice, they saved my life and put me in a thing when I was an adult. This is I've never had a real body before.
Yeah. Well, there's this whole thing about, like, the fact that up until Togusa joins, you have varying levels. Bato's eyes from, like, something that their whole unit went through, that they all have those cybernetic eyes. Something happened during World War III. The arm from an injury he suffered while working with the major in Vietnam. That's where World War III takes place. Which is the same with, is it Ishikawa, I want to say, was also in the military? Because Ishikawa's only got a cyber brain. Like, his body is natural, but he's got a cyber brain, so he can like link up with the computer systems.
Yeah. Let's see, Ishikawa.
But I feel like there was another main character. I could be wrong.
According to his synopsis, he is. It's never clearly stated, at least in the shows or anything, but it is heavily implied that he is the least augmented of them all.
Yeah. Because Tokusa is completely unaugmented in Standalone Complex. Like, that's the whole deal. He's a beat cop or detective with no augmentation, or so little that it's basically non-existent.
Yeah, doesn't he just have like an ear thing?
I think so. I think he has like an uplink.
And I'm not even sure that's like implanted in him or not.
Because it's heavily suggested that even Aramaki, their leader, is like, he has like a cyber brain.
Yeah.
Something about it's only in the manga. It doesn't show up in the shows. But there's a deal where he pulls up his hair like on the back of his head, and that's where his ports are.
Yeah.
But it's very hidden so that people don't know that he's been augmented. But it's very clear that everybody has whatever the deal is that lets them like talk to each other. Like, I don't know what you want to call it. Like, it's not radios per se, but like they have like a cyber link. They can all communicate on the same frequency. You can hear them thinking to each other, basically. So they're all augmented a little bit. Nobody's completely clean, as far as I'm aware. But it definitely shows the people or the unit members that are the most unaugmented also take the longest to recover after a mission, because like they get basically the shit kicked out of them.
Yeah.
And they spend.
Apparently, it's only in the anime version that Togusa is unaugmented.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
But there's probably a reason for that. But yeah, he's natural. And just uses gadgets and whatnot.
Yeah, they may have done that to help differentiate him from the rest of the crew.
Yeah. Are you comfy now? You big whiner of a cat. Don't lick my microphone. I only asked for so much.
Yeah. He formally
don't eat my.
What?
Go ahead.
He formerly served with Kusanagi and Bato in South America when they were in ground self-defense force. So I'm sorry, it wasn't Vietnam, it was South America.
Yes. Oof, pardon. Gross burp. So, since we're already talking about anime, what the hell did you finish?
I watched the first half of season 2 of Assassination Classroom, and it was very good. More shenanigans for Class E and Kuro Sensei, the Octopus God. And there's just something about having Sunny Straight, aka Krillin, doing the voice of the big yellow octopus.
I'm trying to load Crunchyroll so I can remember what the hell the thing I watched is called, because I don't remember seeing like an American or English version of the name. Not American.
Anglicized?
English. Ano Natsu de Matara?
I see.
Hang on, let me see if I can load this. So I actually really enjoyed this. It's just a 12-episode anime. It's a slightly more realistic pseudo-harem that also has aliens.
Woo.
But not in like a haha aliens kind of way. In more of a they're really just people from other planets, because that's clearly how that all worked. But no, it's got a great love story in it that I would highly recommend. And it's well animated too, with appropriate levels of fan service.
Which is always good.
Mm-hmm. Essentially, it starts during the summer break. A bunch of friends decide to make a movie, and the lead female, who is the alien, ends up crashing on Earth because she was trying to find a place that looked similar to a image from her ancestors that they had seen, and it apparently came from Earth.
Mm-hmm.
It has one of those nice endings where you think it's really sad, and then it finally actually gets to the end, and it has a nice fin roll off.
Yeah.
It's like, no, it's fine. She was able to come back. Go for it. Spoilery, but and then I started watching Another, which is the name of the anime.
Oh, that one's like a horror anime, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I just finished episode 3, and 2 people are dead. To be fair, one of those people starts off the show by being dead. But the second one is a gruesome accident involving stairs and an umbrella.
Yes. That's famous.
Leave that alone. Hang on, I'm gonna let him back out before he destroys the room.
No problem.
Come on. Come on. Go on, you pest. But I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm liking the premise it's putting forth about
something.
How things, more how things exist, mostly because we say it does. We collectively have agreed that this thing exists.
Mm-hmm. Social construct.
And how that can be dangerous. Because essentially the premise is, like 20 years ago at this school, a girl died. She was very popular, and the class apparently couldn't handle it, so they pretended that she was still alive. And it became a tradition to pretend that she was there. And then it got all spooky when she turned up in the end of the year photo.
That is
being dead.
Very spooky.
Yeah, so now it's more of a curse. And now Ringo's kicking in the door. I might have too many pets.
Just a little.
Ringo technically isn't my dog.
Whose dog is he?
Thinks He's my mother-in-law's. He's my dog, because that's just how it's ended up. But
yeah, it's like our boy Rusty.
Yeah.
He's technically my mother's dog, but he sure as hell freaks the hell out when I'm around.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Love me! Like, holy shit.
I want to be with you always. I want to sleep in your bed. I want to eat your food. I want you to love me. Love me. Love me. Ringo's getting to be a bit.
Eat your food.
Yeah. Ringo's become a little bit jealous of the younger cats, though.
Yeah, it happens.
Not in like a bad way, but they're all jealous shit, so whatever. That's all I know how to raise. Jealous shits.
Well, at least you don't raise fat asses like I do. Our dog is fat. Let me tell you about that.
I don't know how Ringo isn't fat. Like, he eats almost every meal that I eat in some capacity. He doesn't get to walk that often. Like, maybe once every few months.
Mm-hmm.
And lounges most of the time. I mean, sometimes he plays with the cats. Sometimes I have the strength to play with him because he's a medium dog with a big dog's mouth. But he's still relatively fit for a dog who is pretty sedentary.
Our dog just basically eats and sleeps. That's his problem.
Yeah.
Like I was saying earlier, poor guy. He's got his own couch now.
Oh, the poor thing.
With a heated blanket.
I almost considered keeping the heated blanket out for Ringo, but it's already getting up into the 80s around here.
I hate you. Did you know that? I'm jealous.
I'm sorry. I'm mad jelly of you're not getting hot weather because we still have some flooding happening.
It snowed today.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cupcake. I had a very pleasant walk today with my mom because it's warm and there's a breeze. And I have data working on my phone again so I could play Pokemon. It was very pleasant today. The AC turned on, but it was pleasant.
Well, Cupcake, you don't spend any time outside. Gee, I wonder why.
Did it snow like bad or just generally? Cupcake?
Yes?
I asked how the degree to which it snowed.
Oh, 3 inches.
Okay, I don't know snow. Is that a lot? Because that's a lot of water.
It'll be a lot of water in a week, but right now it's 3 inches of snow. It's the light, fluffy stuff.
Well, I mean, if it rained 3 inches here, we'd be freaking the fuck out, so.
Yeah, well, snow is... It's like the difference between, like, 3 inches of water is like 12 inches of snow, if it's the heavy stuff, or otherwise it's like a couple feet of the light stuff. So we got what occasionally would be like half an inch of rain. But it's more dangerous because it turns all the roads into a shitstorm. And mind you, this is a state that's ready for cold weather. Like, it's not like when it snows in like Georgia.
I don't know where my phone is.
I need to look. They're having a Section 23 sale right now. I meant to go through it today, but I didn't get a chance. It's good till end of the week, so I can meet my orders. But I was just kind of like, I should look at that today, and then I ended up playing Zelda for like 5 hours.
You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's alright. It's hard. Like, harder than any other Zeldas in a long time, so it's a change of pace for sure. Like, my friends are all way further along, because they've had more time to play. Also, I'm not. What's been killing me is I haven't been putting off adult things to play it. So like they're getting a lot farther because they're like, oh, I'll do my taxes next week, and I'm like, putting my shit together, trying to get everything ready.
I mean, our taxes are fairly simple, which is why we did them back in February.
Yeah,
we've already spent our return.
Yeah, I don't normally see my return until April because we do ours late.
I mean, we have one source of income, so.
Yeah.
And don't own any land or anything.
He's hoping. Last year was okay, so I'm hoping this year will be good again. I didn't make a lot more money this year, but I did make a decent amount more. So, I mean, not like a lot in the sense of like tens of thousands. It's like I made like an extra couple grand, but still just like, but I'm still in the same tax bracket, so I'm not super worried. Like if I was switching tax brackets, I'd be like, eek. And it's the way our country works. It's not too bad because you only get taxed. You get taxed the rate that for every dollar you make up to the change in tax bracket, you get that rate, and then every dollar after you change brackets, those dollars get taxed at the higher rate. So it's not like if I make I don't know what it is right now, but I think it's like 45 grand. It's like if I make 44 grand, I don't get and then suddenly make 45. I don't suddenly get taxed more. I get 44, or say, like everything after 45 is the new higher rate. So up to 45, I get the same rate I've always been getting. But after that, every new dollar gets taxed. Above 45 gets taxed at the higher rate. So it doesn't actually hurt you to make more money. No way are you getting ramrodded by getting a job that pays more. It's just that the dollars you make in the higher brackets get taxed at the higher brackets rate. Which sounds weird, but it's actually good.
Yeah? Oh, you're missing a cat. Ghost! It's time to feed them kitty cats their dinner. Because our pets get hard and soft.
Yeah, I think either tomorrow or Tuesday I've gotta put money in the bank so I can finally pay off my credit card bill from Christmas. I've got the money, it's not a big deal, but it's like I was waiting to see what my dental bills would be like before I did it, so I didn't want to get like slammed. But I'm a good shit, so it's alright.
Stupid healthcare. Really concerned for the future.
We all are, don't worry.
I know. And it's like, I just got to see this psychiatrist. How long is that gonna last?
There's definitely a feeling that like basically everybody but the very, very rich is about to get fucked very, very hard.
Yeah. Okay, well.
I continue to state I don't understand how we can't find a way. Well, I know why, but it's still like the American people can't find a way to have healthcare not bankrupt you every time you go to the doctor.
Because many social reasons.
Yeah.
And blah.
It's a intricate web of issues and causes, both societal, natural, and governmental.
Yay!
But yeah, Zelda's interesting. It's very like Zelda 1-esque with the whole you wake up, you have no idea what you're doing. The dude says it's dangerous to go alone, hands you a sword, off you go.
Yeah, I've been watching some Let's Plays of it, and it really makes me want to switch.
Oh yeah, I really wondered if I had done if it was wise for me to invest money in a new Nintendo console. Now, I will state for the record, I'm gonna be hurting with all the accessories you have to buy for stuff to work, but I'll figure a way to get what I need to get to make it what it is.
Probably not gonna get it anytime soon.
No. If I mean for many reasons, but mostly because it's not available. Everybody's all like, I should have got a Switch. I don't know why I didn't order it when I had the chance. I'm like, they said they were doing pre-orders. I pre-ordered one and I got it. And I felt like it was a good use of part of my bonus. Which is why I'm paying $1,200 on my credit card, not $700.
Oh,
It was a planned expense. I freely
hopefully.
admit that I don't really have I don't do a lot of fun things outside of it, so I was like, it's an okay expense. Whenever, I should send you that. Give me a second. I'll show you my next purchase. This is a little farther out. But is definitely unless something else comes up. But I doubt it. Here. This is what I just posted. This is I'm ordering one of these on my birthday. I don't care.
Oh, you're getting new monitors.
Just one. But
Swivel. Ooh, that's pretty.
that's the best rated one I've been able to find. That's meets most of the requirements. I've been like haranguing about it since Christmas, waiting to see if any of the big manufacturers would come up with something newer and or more interesting. But after 3 months, they still haven't announced anything particularly in that size class. So I'm just like, well, like
No,
optimally.
you're fine.
Oh, optimally, I'd like to also replace the two I have with like the ultra wide screens, but that's for another time.
Yeah,
They work.
that's I don't think I could fit anything bigger on this desk right now, so.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide the current giant one over to my left, and then that one will take the center spot.
Oof, pardon.
Excuse you.
What you doing, Ghosty Goo? Ah.
Sand the pieces.
There's apparently something outside that Phantom greatly wishes he could get at, so it's probably a bird. I think we're out of stuff to talk about.
That was really fast, actually.
Well, I mean, the ghost in the stealth shell stuff we've been harping on for a long while now.
Yeah.
So it was a bit of just going over the same stuff with some mild new information and being horribly confused. And we talked a little bit about our animes, but not in a spoilery kind of way. And then, of course, America Land. Land of
America Land.
The poor. Oh, fascism.
They're calling it authoritarianism now because reasons.
Ghost, could you not lick my mashed potatoes, please?
But mashed potatoes.
I already told you, brother, no. For cats who I don't feed people food to.
Yes.
Because I'm usually very terrible about that, and I didn't want to be terrible about that with them, they try to eat my food a lot.
Because your food is delicious.
Well, some of my food is food you shouldn't have.
Oh.
That's also my food.
Let's not stand on ceremony here. Just feed me.
I mean, they already drink my tea.
Those jerks.
Oh. Mine.
Never.
You're lucky you're cute. Okay, well, I I guess that's all for this episode, while I try to keep my mashed potatoes away from cats.
Mashed potatoes. Delicious, delicious mashed potatoes.
Thanks for whining with me about the country.
Mm-hmm.
America, oh God, no.
America's going to hell in a handbasket and we're all doomed. Doomed!
There's what? New travel ban. I think Trump talked about how he was going to repeal the Clean Water Act.
We already did it.
Oh, they already did?
Mm.
There's already places in America where water isn't clean. For drinking purposes. Fuck.
I know.
Fuck. And those Senate and House seats come out, fucking vote. For not Republicans, please.
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki and Cupcake. Seriously, tell your friends about us so we can start buying extra fancy tea. Farewell, my fellow internet beings.
Anyway, good night, Bones.
Good night, Kiki.
Transmission terminated.